Today on the channel, we did a crispy, hot, fast, whole chicken, smoked on the Yoder. Check out that guy. Lots of crunch. Stay tuned. I'll show you how we did it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Patio. My name's Jake. You're watching Rum and Cook. Today on the channel, we're talking chicken. So one of the questions I get about the Yoder is, hey, you know, when I do chicken, it turns out kind of rubbery, the skin's a little chewy, what can I do? Right, so unfortunately that's just a byproduct of smoking, and especially on a Yoder, you know, you got to change your process a little bit. So today what we're going to do is we're going to tackle, hey, I just ran out, I don't have a lot of time, but I want some chicken tonight and I want it to be good. So I literally ran out this morning and grabbed this. I'm going to pull it out of the package. We're going to go through the process. I'm going to walk you through it. First of all, we're going to start the Yoder. Now, I'm going to turn that guy right up to 450 right off the bat. It is 43 degrees outside, so it is a little chilly. We're gonna let that heat up, but more importantly, let's look after our chicken here. It's gonna take a little bit to get that up to temperature, so we've got time to prep this and make sure that we can turn out some great chicken. So this is just an organic, this is actually an air-dried chicken, so we've got the benefit there. Let's get rid of some juices on the inside here. All we're gonna do is we're gonna pat this dry and try and get it absolutely as dry as possible. Now, key point here, this is an air-cooled chicken. If you get a normal chicken, they're packed in a little bit of water, and they've got some more chicken juices in there, and they're gonna be a lot moisture. So if you can, right off the bat, first thing you can do is just get an air-cooled chicken. And like right out at the gate, this guy's pretty darn dry. And there's definitely some moisture it's been sitting in. There's going to be some juices that escape. But we're trying to pack this as dry as we can. Open up the wings here and get all in there. Now we're in pretty good shape. This guy's nice and dry. Dry out the inside a little bit. All right, so our chicken's prepped. All we're gonna do now is we're gonna go stick this in the fridge for 45 minutes to an hour. That's gonna allow the skin to dry off even more. We've gotta wait for the Yoder to preheat. I'll let you know just how long it takes, just, you know, out of curiosity in the colder temps. Actually, what I will do is I'll start a timer, so I'm actually gonna track that. But in the meantime, we're just going to let this go. We're not going to put anything on it yet. We want to let the air just suck out some more moisture so we can get this as dry as possible. So it's been an hour, just actually about maybe an hour and 15 minutes. The Yoder only took 28 minutes to heat up, which was interesting. So even when it's cold outside, it does heat up quickly. Gave our chicken a little bit of extra time just to dry off. And as you can see, it's pretty darn dry. We're going to keep this simple. We're going to use hard carnivore red on our chicken today. And we're not even going to put a binder or anything on there. We're just going to shake some on. And what sticks, sticks. It's got just enough tack to hold it on there. You know, you can press it in a little bit. Now, if you had time, you could let this sit out overnight in the fridge and let it air dry all night long, and the skin will be that much drier. I'll show you the difference in another video. But what that'll do is that allows you to go down in temperature a little bit and get some more time in the smoke. but because we don't have that time, we're going hot and fast. We're at 450. I'm actually using mesquite pellets today. Mesquite is like the strongest wood flavor out there. I actually like it on beef. I don't use it on chicken too often, but because this is going to be on the bottom rack right over the fire, it's not going to be there terribly long, and there's not going to be a lot of you know, the chamber's not going to be full of smoke, right? We're doing a hot cook, but we want to get some flavor into this chicken, so we're going to offset that, and we're just going to use a stronger wood. So we're just going to tuck our wings in underneath here, try and keep them closed because they do tend to dry out. Now, if we're going to do a long cook, you know, you could tie these up together, keep it all together. That'll just help ensure that it's really juicy, but chicken likes to be cooked hot and fast. So this is going to cook pretty darn quickly. I'm not going to bother to tie it up today. I'm going to put it on just like it is. We're going right over the fire. Now, typically the breast cooks a little quicker, so we're going to put the back half right over the firebox here. Before we close this up, we're going to stick our temperature probes in here. Put that number 1, open up our door here. Make sure you close this little door. I'm going to stick it in the middle of the breast. We'll set our temperature up to about 160 there, but we'll keep an eye on it. I'll probably come out in maybe 30 minutes and just see where we are temperature-wise and maybe give that a flip, but we'll figure that out as we go. That's part of cooking. So our chicken's looking delicious. I actually left it alone, didn't open it. We are at, well, exactly 165, so we can pull our probe out. Out. Just for reference, we've got some cotton gloves on underneath, but I mean, you can see definitely looking delicious. Let's pull this guy off. Push our power there on the Yoder so it goes into shutdown mode. It'll start to burn, slow down over 15 minutes and cool off. So as you can see, we got some crispy chicken. You can hear a little bit of that skin. Definitely a little crispier closest to the fire. I mean, that skin right there is really good. I could have rotated this around just to get this end a little crispier. But I think we're in pretty good shape. This is going to turn out pretty good. So what we're going to do, I have this on purposely on a raised rack again. Right? I want a little bit of air to be able to circulate around this, and I don't want it sitting on a plate, sucking out the moisture and getting soggy on the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosely tent this in foil, put it inside for 20-30 minutes and just let it cool down. Obviously, as it cools down, the crispiness of the skin will go down a little bit, but overall, pretty happy with where we're at. I'll bring you back when we're ready to try some. All right, the time has come. Looking good. Let's get it off here so we can get a cut into it. Well, I'd say it's juicy. Definitely still got some nice crunch on it. I'm going to take a piece right here. Head the breast. I mean, look at how juicy that is. We got juice all over here. Hopefully you can hear that. I mean, it's got some good crunch to it, and like, let's be honest, this thing has been sitting for about 40 minutes, a little longer than I wanted. Still good. The tin foil on top did definitely take away some of the crunch a little bit, but no rubber skin there. Because we use some of that mesquite, you can definitely taste a little bit of smoke in the bird, but it's not overpowering. Like if you're one of those people that doesn't like a ton of smoke, mesquite scares you. Because this wasn't on there that long and we burned it so hot, you know, it wasn't a ton of smoke going into the meat. It's there, it's in the background, but it's not overpowering whatsoever. So don't let that scare you away. You know, this is definitely, this is something you're gonna like. Next time you want to do chicken, crank it up to 450, put it right over on the left-hand side over the firebox, and just let it roll. Dry it out a little bit, season it how you want. If you have time, put it in the fridge, but it's not necessary, you know. You'll still get a very similar result if you put it right on there. If you have an hour, throw it in the fridge on a rack. If you've got 4 hours, throw it in there, you know, throw it in overnight. But you can really just throw it in there for an hour and get this kind of crunch to it and have a result that you're going to be happy with and really enjoy to eat. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Do new videos every weekend. I'll see you soon.